It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
All right, let's go to another question. This username is The Adventures of a Renaissance Man.
Oh,
so that's
that
fancy.
sounds fancy.
But he has a question. He says, I think I'm looking for a CFP. He's thinking about hiring one. And he has a question. Should a good CFP set up or help set up wills and trusts or similar things like that? Or is that something that just a lawyer does? Like, what should he be looking for in the services of a good CFP?
Yeah, so one of the things that's great, and we have a free deliverable. If you are somebody thinking about hiring a financial advisor, we have a deliverable on the website that's called, questions to ask a financial advisor. So if you're interviewing anyone, or even if you have a relationship with somebody, go print that out and ask them the questions. Well, one of the questions on there is, what kinds of services do you provide? Now, it is not uncommon. Perhaps somebody was a JD in a previous life and they were an attorney and they wanted to get into financial planning, but they still have their law and they can do that. I don't want to say that, no, CFPs don't actually draft documents or do that sort of thing. I'll tell you what we do at our firm and how we teach and coach our financial advisors to perform. We don't keep a JD on staff here. So we don't actually write documents. We don't have anybody who can prepare your last will and testament. But one of the things we like to do is be very involved in the conversation. We want to make sure that we're working directly with the attorney that you've selected, or maybe even an attorney that we recommend for you to work with, so that we can make sure the entire financial plan works together. I have a dear client right now who, when she came on board, she was in the process of getting her estate documents done. And I was like, hey, great, just send them over to me. Let me review them. And when she sent them over, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is complicated. This is like really.
Bo's computer
My
came
computer
unplugged.
just came on.
The beauty of going live.
One of the things that we like to do is read through their documents to understand what's going on. Well, as I was looking at the draft documents, this estate plan was obviously crafted for someone who had an ultra high net worth, who had a lot of illiquid assets, who had a need for irrevocable trust, and there was a lot of recommendations in there for what they thought tax law was going to change into. And so I had a conversation with her. I just said, hey, these documents are fine, but it's not a perfect fit for your needs. I think what we ought to do is potentially pare that back and let's ask the attorney, hey, why did you recommend this? And why did you recommend that? And why did you recommend this? What I think a really good CFP, a really good financial advisor can do for you is help you make informed decisions about all of the other financial things in life that you're doing, whether that being investment management, whether that be working with an accountant or a tax preparer to do some tax planning, or whether that be reviewing insurance. In my opinion, a good CFP should be able to look at all the facets of your financial life and speak well into them, even if they're not the one actually selling the insurance product or preparing the tax return or writing the estate documents. In our opinion, in our world, our goal is to serve as the quarterback that helps you navigate all of the different legs of your financial life. That's not to say that there aren't CFPs out there that will also write estate documents and do a tax return. We try to do what we know and what we know very well, and that's serving as the quarterback.
Yeah, that makes sense.